So what got you into just music production overall?
When I was a kid, I used to do like we used to like battle with our knuckles like on the table at school.
Yeah, I know about that.
So you know, doing that, and then also always being like the person who would beatbox or do like the beat on the car when everybody's rapping and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I got nice with like rapping and doing the beat at the same time. Niggas like, oh, look at lit. So I think that just kind of got me into like, I want to make beats. I think the first thing that was like, you know, the first thing that it was like, yo, this is dope. I think it was like MTV. It was like MTV had a game on PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's called like MTV
Music Generator.
like music creator, some shit like that. And I remember me and my friend, like I have like memories of me and my friends fucking with that and just like trying to figure out how to get the beats we made out of it. We weren't there yet. But we would just like do songs to it, and then this like that. It just lived with that. That was it. You know what I mean? I think that was the first time it was like. Besides my mom was a choir singer in church, so I always heard, you know, records in the crib, shit like that. But I would say that when I did that, that was the first inclination of like, oh, I could like make a beat or some shit. And then I got like a Yamaha keyboard, and it was dope because I could record shit, but I had to. It didn't have any loop. It just had record, but it had like different tracks, like 7 tracks. So it kind of got me lit though, because I would have to do all the drums for a song. So I would do like, if the intro was 4 bars, I'll start the recording in 4 bars, then do how the drums come in, then do the verse of the drum, then do the chorus, boom, and then I'll do the keys, and then I'll do the bass. So it kind of got me lit with like playing. You know what I mean? I kind of taught myself how to play and shit. But that was like the earliest. That was kind of like super duper early. Probably a little earlier than that, but that's kind of like what I can remember for now. Like like making a beat, you know?
Who were some of your influences? Like some of your favorite producers when you started getting into production yourself? Like who'd you get your inspiration from? I
would say that so what I did when I first started producing, I used to buy like every Scratch magazine. I don't know if y'all remember Scratch magazine.
Yeah, got the whole collection. I got all of them.
So I do too, but then my garage got fucked up. I moved everything. I used to get the Scratch magazines and read about sampling and shit like that. So before I started producing, I was like getting vinyl, and I would get the vinyl and listen to it. Cause I started kind of DJing before a little bit, so I would get the vinyl and I would listen to the songs and I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna sample this when I start producing. This when I start producing. So when I got it and I started reading Scratch and reading about different waves, I started just like, all right, let me try to make a beat exactly like this person so I could learn what they're doing. So even though I'm using Fruity Loops, I'm gonna make a Premiere beat. So what I did, right, on some shit, I would listen to all the albums that was produced by him, whatever, and listen to every song. And anytime there was a drum that was empty, I just took that shit. So I did that. I did that for like every producer. I did that. I did that for Pharrell. I did that for Havoc. I did that for Premier. I did that for a bunch of people. So the first beats was like those producers, I would say. You know, some of those, I would just try to recreate shit that they did, and it taught me how to make Fruity Loops sound as close to like some MPC shit. Cause I'm like, all right, let me take the same sample and they gotta sound just like it. You know? Also, I'm like, you know how niggas do like tight beat producers now? You know what I mean? Like this tight beat. It's kind of like that, but I just wasn't sharing it with the world. I was just like training. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, and once I got that, then I just started making my own shit, my own things, and then my own influences of like, you know, Jamaican music and just Caribbean music, and you know, my best friends are like Spanish, so just all this shit. So I think, you know, around that time is like when I really started tapping into my own sound after that. But the beginning was definitely me just, you know, training. It's like, all right, how do I make it sound like this? How do I make it sound like that? You know, how do I make it sound like some for shit? How do I make it sound like, you know? And then for my friends, I became like, the other thing is like producers would give us, like we would buy beats from producers, whatever. And then one time I went to the studio and I heard some crazier beats. I'm like, yo, you don't be playing these beats for me, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, where these beats? Like, yo, you can't afford these beats, baby. Like, like, watch, I'm gonna make my own beats. That shit gave me like a battery in my back. Like, ooh. I decided, all right, I gotta train. I gotta make a beat like this. You know what I mean? So, and then definitely when like Ninth Wonder started popping, that was like, oh, okay, I'm definitely tapped into the right frequency, because you know what I'm saying, I see what's happening. Because I was a big fan of Little Brother. Because at that time I was DJing too. I was a DJ. Yo, I was crazy. I could go in, but Little Brother with Ninth Wonder, I remember just being like, oh, he made all that shit on there. Lit. I'm in the same frequency because I see Fruity Loops the same way. Like I can make whatever. Like, I don't see
listening.
Like, you know, like, oh, you using, like back in the day, it was like, oh, you're using Fruity Loops. Like I think that's why Fruity Loops is so lit now, because like hip hop culture is all about going against. It don't matter. It's not a this is right, this is wrong. Oh, this is good. This is bad. Oh, this is substance. This is this is what is the box that works now. We're gonna go against the box that works.
That's hip hop.
Now everything you hear is on everything for a certain amount of time, certain years was all motherfucking Fruity Loop beats. That was like pop, whatever, It's just, you know, and then now you're gonna see, you know, 5, 10 years gonna be all iPad shit. It's already iPad.
I was gonna say, the iPad is kind of in that category now of everyone kind of like sleeping and shitting on it.
Right. So it's just like that's the spirit of the culture, like to go against, like, oh, that's this. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's really, you know, anyway.
Yeah, when I was reading one of your articles too, that's what kind of caught Beyonce's ear when you started working with her, that you was doing your own thing. You want to talk about that a little bit, elaborate on how that went?
Yeah, I mean, what I did was these remix projects. So I have like, the first one I did was Amy Winehouse. The Amy Winehouse remix project. I got put onto her from my boy Visionary Gary.
Rest in peace.
To Frank. And I was like, oh, that's lit. And then when that came out, I was like, this sounds like the shit that I'm sampling, so let me sample it. So that was kind of like the first one I did. And then I did a bunch after, like I did a Maxwell one, I did, you know, a bunch. But I did one called Mpcx when she put out her self-titled album. And that album, I got the same, anytime I get that feeling of like, oh, I would sample this, I just do a whole thing. So the day it came out, I download that shit. Nigga, as I listened to the track, I sampled it as I listened to it. I didn't listen to it right. I just was like, oh, I'm sampling that part. Oh, bring it back, sampling. So I listened to it like that. And then by the end of like a week, I had the whole shit done. And then I started working on videos for it and all this shit. And then I dropped it like a week or two later, and the internet got lit. Blah, 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 blah. And she seen a video that I did, a performance video I did that I performed with Ableton. And yeah, she fucked with it and then asked me to work on the tour. And she was fire after that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
But it's really like me doing for me, you know, for myself, is like, I like doing the shit that don't make sense, or just, you know, like I put it up, that shit got lit. And it got taken that it was off the internet for like, in like 2 days maybe.
Damn.
2 or 3 days, like 2 or 3 days, maybe 2 or 3 days. On SoundCloud, it was like up to like 100,000 something in like 2 days of like plays for like each track. Like, it was like that, and they got off everything. The articles is still up, but none of the things is there. But just that, and then what I did is like I kind of build these universes, these worlds and this shit. So I'm like, all right, let me show y'all how I see this shit in my head. So I did the performance piece, and she seen that because that was kind of like the full idea of shit. So it's like I always is building this like universe around my shit, and it's just like people who's tapped in, they tapped in. Yeah. Tapped in. So,
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And that was kind of sound like to me too. It sound like it was maybe a blessing in disguise that they was yanking it down. But then you turn around, okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean, with the performance.
It's all it is winning and learning. There's no losing. It's winning and learning, because you either win or you're gonna learn some shit. So, nigga, it got off the internet, so I learned, okay, it shouldn't just live one place, obviously. I always do videos. I always do these beat videos. Let me do a full thing for this shit.
Right.
That's what I learned. Oh, let me do a full thing for this shit. Like, let me treat it exactly like how I would treat, all my other shit. Because sometimes back then as a producer artist, it's kind of like some things it would be just me producer. Some things would just be artists, So it's like, I'm like, all right, this is going to be a full idea. There's like an installation. I did the video that's in the back. I did help with the lighting. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit. So I learned like, all right, cool. And I also learned from it getting taken down. Oh, this shit is fire.
Yeah.
They don't take no like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fire. Let me do another.
Yeah. Instead of letting it discourage you, you was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this.
Not lit. I get it this way, like, And also my mentor and my manager, Visionary Claude Derry, he kind of like always put that battery in my back, like, nah, nigga, do this. You know what I mean? Like, I just listen to people too, like, who, I be open to them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So, yo, is there like effects apps that you like and use a lot, like maybe for drums and shit?
Effects.
I ask because I find myself really digging into effects lately to add spice to sounds.
The filter joint, lo-fi, what's it called? Lo-fi something.
Lo-fi dirt?
Lo-fi dirt.
Yeah.
That's a go-to.
She's got some presets on there right now for the new update.
Yeah, I seen that. I'm hype about that.
They dope too. They real dope.
Yeah, because honestly, I have like every single effect,
There's some dope effect apps out.
Oh, this is one that I use a lot. It's called FS Freeze Verb.
Yeah, yo, Freeze Verb.
Oh man, I need to get that.
Freeze Verb is fire. I love that shit.
You mess with Flux?
Flux. Actually,
I still haven't even got Flux.
But Noise is the name of the group's called Noise, right?
The 4-pocket one, right? Yeah. Flux is like
Dub Station. I use that.
Dub Station's cool.
Pump House.
Okay.
Okay. Just for that, like, let's get that effect. NY Compressor. I like NY Compressor from BBMF.
Oh, okay.
What's that? FS Free. Also, FS Refractor. I like a lot. I like all the future sonic. But yeah, that's some of them. But like, I got. Anytime I got go through shit, it's just like I like scroll. I get all them shits,
Oh man.
That's a lot of the iOS.
I have it in a minute too. I kind of stopped, but it was like when I was in that training mode, I was in like the hyperbolic time chamber. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I got to fucking get it lit. I got to know every fucking. You know what I'm saying?
That Freeze Verb joint is fire because you like if you put a sound through it you hit freeze, it'll like, so say you go like, ha, and it's like, the ha is going through the reverb, like, it just said, ha, just keep going forever. Sample
I need that.
And you got your new keyboard right there.
I know, I hear people doing it all the time on the dubstep stuff.
Yeah.
Then they'll play like an instrument. They'll take the same note and play it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I do that in Beatmaker 3. Like you turn anything into an instrument. That's that freeze reverb joint is crazy.
Man, I'm about to
and
get
it's
back.
a good reverb too.
Let me get me a new iPad, man. Like this one, this need more space. It's like I'm out of space on this one.
Hey, shit, I mean, you
just
drop mad
appreciate you
gems
taking your time out.
Word.
Taking the time out to talk to us. A lot of people will be excited to hear a lot of the knowledge that's dropping.
The reason I'm doing this too is because, of course, I got some shit to promote. You feel me, my nigga?
Oh yeah. Please shoot all that
promo.
Let them shots off.
Nah, my Patreon is coming out. It's called Multipass, and it's basically like, access to my multiverse. You know what I'm saying? My like all these different things I'm talking about. So like the Queen and Slim piece that I worked on. You know what I mean? I can like show the process because it's not something that's all on the internet. It's for like a select group. You know what I'm saying? So I can like throw it without like showing shit that I can't. You know what I mean? Like obviously I'm not gonna, OD and shit, but it's more so like showing the process of like, this is how like, okay, you see a piece like this that was used in a trailer, in a film, like here's a process of making something like that. You know what I mean? Or like these 3 tracks that I put out with, XYZ, like here's the process of making that or mixing that. Or like even some of the, cause I do, app development as well. The Curate Alpha app is the app that me and my friend Lou Augusta, like we designed it. And we developed it as like a tool. First, it was just for people to use it and be able to manipulate my music when they listen to it. But now it's more like a tool that you could use as like a sample library. You could build your own library. You know what I'm saying? So things like that, like just going through the process of developing an app, or you know what I'm saying? There's different things, I also do set design, you know what I'm saying? So I like for Black, the artist Black, 6 Black. He performed at Coachella, and I did the set design and creative direction for it. So I have like all the creative and like, behind the scenes footage, shit like that, and just going through the process of creating the music, creating, the process of how I create the music, sampling things, like a process of building your own sample library as you're creating the music and sampling yourself, and just seeing it fully through to like, people are experiencing it. So just the different aspects of that is what I'm gonna do with this Patreon. Just really go into it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's gonna be dope because people I love to see the process of things like that.
It sounds like a MELO X masterclass.
Word.
Yeah, you know what? We definitely building it to something like that, but it was like, I've been holding on to a lot of, like, all my friends, like, they hate me because I hold on to mad music. And I send things out, I work on them, but I really like working in the studio with artists, so like I'll have shit, but I don't send. Like now I've been sending shit, or the past year or two, but I really like working. When I'm in the studio in my space, is like, that's when I'm lit, So I kind of want to show that process, and also just be able to like learn more about the people who support me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've been working on it for the last year, so just having all the music, like how I want to put it out. And the whole year I've been thinking about Patreon, and like we're already planning to do it. So now with, the atmosphere where it is now, it's like, it just makes sense for me as well, because I don't have my residencies that I have out here like I used to. You know what I'm saying? I don't have certain things, I mean? You be waiting for these royalty checks and certain shit, you know what I mean? So so now it's just, it's like I have all this content and I want to give it to people who fully support me and that who I can learn about and then support as well. Yeah. Just like
that's
how,
dope.
you know what I mean? Like I got put on for Cheez, and then now I'm here talking with y'all type shit,
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Well, again, you know, we appreciate it so much, you coming on and, you know, showing love.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. You want to shout out your socials, your contacts, social
media? Melo Extra, everything Melo Extra, MELOXTRA. So it's on Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, patreon.com/MELOXTRA.com. I mean, not .com, it's Patreon. You know the shit.
It'll be in the descriptions. You know, everybody that's listening and watching.
Or just Google Melo X, like that ass is Google Melo X, and it'll be all right there.
That's the best way. All right. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Man, congratulations on all your success and continued success, brother.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, peace, bro.
Peace,
bro.
All right.